Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. We're joined by Bloomberg's Christina Aquino. Christine, what are you looking at?
Let's take a look at Boeing, shall we? So Boeing, ticker BA, those shares are doing really well today, up 8.5%. And that is because we heard from CFO Jay Malave saying that the company expects to generate cash on an annual basis in 2026. This is major because they have not had positive free cash flow on an annual basis since 2023, right? And we have seen analysts saying that they now see Boeing generating $2.46 billion in free cash flow next year. Now, the slightly negative news is that those same analysts have been paring their cash flow expectations by more than half since mid-July because, you know, Boeing is not in the clear, right? We know that it still has issues. It's facing further delays on its 777X plane, now more than 7 years behind schedule to 2027. That's the current projection for those plane production for them to hit the market. And then, of course, they're going to be they took a $4.9 billion accounting charge in October. They're expected to pay the Justice Department a large sum next year to resolve a case from the resolution of two fatal crashes of its 737 MAX. So a lot of issues still for Boeing, but that is a silver lining, positive free cash flow for 2026.
And Christine, another company that everyone is watching today is Warner Brothers. What can you tell us about this bidding war that they're at the center of?
Yeah, absolutely, Alex. Well, the bidding war, at least for today, is positive for shares. So we are seeing those gains there, ticker WBD. Those shares are up nearly 1%. And as you mentioned, the latest developments, right? Warner Brothers asked the bidders to come up with better offers, and they have delivered so far. Netflix apparently it has a mostly cash offer, according to people familiar with the discussions. Meanwhile, Paramount is backed, of course, by Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison. That also includes some debt financing from Apollo and some contributions from Middle East funds. Now, apparently the offers are binding. So as soon as they satisfy whatever the goals of the board are, then they can be quickly approved. So that is the good news for shareholders. It's just that they still have yet to make a final decision. Now, apparently this deal has ruined Thanksgiving for bankers.
Tough.
Because
they're gonna get paid.
they work through Thanksgiving.
I've done that many times. Stock's 24 and change here. The company has said in the past they'd like 30. That's a pretty big bid-ask spread to see if they can tighten that up here between now and when they get the final bids in. One more. What do you got?
Let's take a look at Dell. So ticker DELL.
That's a cool story.
Yeah, those shares are skyrocketing now. I mean, earlier today, it was modest gains, but now up 3.5%. And that is simply because of President Donald Trump, primarily. So, okay, the story is that Michael and Susan Dell apparently saying that they're going to be giving $6.25 billion to the Invest America initiative. This is better known as the Trump accounts, right, for kids that are born between 2025 and 2028, and the Trump administration aiming to seed those accounts with $1,000 each. So the Dell's gift will go to the Treasury Department that will fund accounts for an additional 25 million children who are age 10 and under who are not already eligible for government money. And now, of course, the shares are merely rising because the move drew praise from President Donald Trump, saying on Truth Social, he says, quote, "Two great people, I love Dell." And that was enough to...
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.